Alright, hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to set up C or C++ in Visual Studio Code. Now, a lot of people might get lost on this, but I'll explain the video very quickly and in a list of steps. We're going to need to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to need to have Visual Studio Code installed, of course. Second of all, you're going to want to have your C++ extensions prepped up and make sure when you download them that they are verified from Microsoft, so you don't get any sketchy extensions that might do some things on your computer. Once you download them, you'll have these three most likely bundled together. So that is the first step. The second step is to install the mingw toolkit, which will allow us to essentially use the GCC compiler to compile C and C++ files on our computer. Okay guys, so like I said, our next step is to install the mingw toolkit, but it's not a direct thing that you can install. It's under something much larger that is called msys2, which essentially has the mingw toolkit, and it is basically a bunch of toolkits that are all assembled into each other. We're just going to download msys2. You can click on here, it's a direct download link. Once it's done, you'll go ahead over here and open up the installer. I've already got it, and let's go ahead and open it up. As here it is, I've opened it up. Click on next, and you should keep it in the C path because we're going to need that later on. I mean, you can put it where you'd like, but just it's recommended to keep it in here. If you'd like, of course. Click on next, and just let it take its sweet time. Now after we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and open up a terminal from one of the terminals that I told you about, either Clang, UCRT64, but we'll just use UCRT64. And we're going to open it up, going to download the mingw toolkit, and once that's done, we will do one more step so we can use the GNU compiler, the GCC compiler, in command prompt, right? Because that's going to be the terminal that we're going to want to use in Visual Studio Code, right? So once it's done, be back here. Alright guys, so as you can see, my msys2 installer has finished. So I'll click on finish, and it will go ahead and open up the UCRT. Once we've done that, I already have the command to install the mingw toolkit. So we'll go ahead and do that. Tap on Shift Insert to copy paste. And you'll see a bunch of things pop up right now. You just hit enter and click and proceed with installation. Tap in Y and hit enter, and just leave it download. And once it's done, we'll be able to go ahead and open up Visual Studio Code and use our GCC compiler with command prompt. Okay guys, so now that we have installed the mingw toolkit through our msys2 UCRT64 terminal, we will move on to the step which is the final step, and that step will allow us to use the GCC compiler, or the GNU compiler, whatever you want to call it, in our command prompt. So we'll have to edit something called the environment variables. So we'll open up here, click on environment variables, head over to path, the path environment variable, remember, click on edit, and then click on view. And this is the part where you're going to have to remember where you installed your msys2 folder. So mine is just in the C directory. It's msys64, and the folder which we're going to have to add over here to the path environment variable is the UCRT64 binary, because that is where the UCRT64 lives, right? So msys64, yep, that seems about right. Let's click on OK, OK, and OK again. Now let's go ahead and launch an instance of Visual Studio Code, and it might not work on the first time, so don't worry, you might just have to restart Visual Studio Code, but it'll most likely work. So, like I said, I'll be using over here command prompt. So in order to open up any sort of terminal, you're going to want to click on here, go to terminal, and click on uTerminal, and you'll have all of these selections here. I'll be using command prompt. So let's go to clear terminal. I've already got a file here for demonstration, so let's see if it works. And indeed it does work. Here we can see that the GCC compiler is actually working here. As you can see, here's the version. So you can also use C++ or G++, but we'll just use G++, both work. Let's go ahead and try to compile this file. What it does, it'll print out hello world to the screen. So let's do G++, the name of our file. Oh yes, I'm not in the correct directory. Let's go ahead and use G++, the name of our file, tac-o, output, and the name of the binary, the executable. It has been compiled. Let's go ahead and run it. And there you go, you've gotten your hello world. Now I'll leave the link in the description down below for the msys2 download, and also the command needed to download the mingw toolkit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and see you guys in the next video.